Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru. If you find these videos helpful, I would ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would really help me out. So here we are on level 3149 in Candy Crush Saga. This is a special dedication to Linda, who is particularly frustrated by the changes here. And I can see why she's so annoyed. We have 10 moves to clear out 4 ingredients. These are the ingredients. We have to drop them anywhere along here. We have ticking time bombs set at 12. So right there is an indicator that we used to have more moves. Other things have changed about this board as well. Now let's talk about bringing these ingredients down. We've got to get through lots of layers of frosting in order to do that. One of the most obvious ways to try that is to take out the cake bomb, but that's only going to remove one layer. So it's not going to be as simple as taking out a cake bomb. And even if we remove that cake bomb, these ingredients, I mean, if we positioned them over here, if we could slide them out all the way, that would be great. But probably they're going to land where there's 5-layer thick stuff. So removing one layer, helpful, but not the complete job. All right, let's find out how these ingredients work and maybe how these stripes can help us as well. It wants me to make this move to take out these guys. Yeah, that's not a bad move. Or I could do this to take out these guys. And I think since things tend to flow from the left to the right, these might be a little bit more difficult to deal with, so I think I'll do this. See how they didn't flow through? And that's kind of okay for me, because once we get the ingredients on the board, they become a liability. They get in our way. If we can work on things without those, that might be better. Although I'm seeing some of the difficulty here. We do have to just plow through this so hard in so few moves. So here's this coming along. I can do this and now take out this entire side of the cake bomb, which is good, but I only have 3 moves left. I don't even have this brought down. It's looking a bit sad here. Let's try to get more stripes. So at least I'm going to make this stripe to take out the cake bomb and see how far that gets us. Oh, it brings those ingredients down toward the bottom now, but look at how many layers of stuff we still have to get through. And even if I get a little help like this at the end, I'm not there. That's a problem. And of course, this is the problem Linda has been running into. And so let me explain how I'm planning to deal with it. First of all, I'm going to realize that this is a board where we have such a constricted number of moves and area to work in that we're going to have to get some luck. Some people misinterpret me when I say that, and they think that all they need is luck and they just have to wait for it. No, you have to be prepared when the luck comes along, because that's when you have to play particularly wisely. There are only 10 moves on this board, so it would be to our advantage to consider each one of those moves before we move the mouse or swipe the screen, because I would rather play 10 times and consider each move for a minute than play 150 times and run through it very quickly, because that's probably what's going to happen. If I'm too quick with my moves, I'm not going to gain success. There are only 4 colors, so each move probably will give us, or each turn will give us a few different moves we can take. We have to decide what's going to be the very best. I'm going to try to work on combos so I can bust through lots of layers of frosting. A color bomb wrapped would be wonderful. A wrapped I think would be very good too. I'm not going to worry about the right side or the left side this time round or in the future, because I think both sides need to come out. It doesn't matter. I'm going to focus on what can get me through these layers of frosting. The cake bomb is a good opportunity, but it's not the only thing I need. And especially if I get a lucky board, that's when I'm going to really slow down and contemplate each move. I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board. I'm going to have the microphone turned off, but I promise to bring it back on if I find a pitfall that we need to avoid, or I find a new strategy, or, and I'm hoping for this one, I get the win, which eventually will happen, and I'll try to keep track of how many tries it takes. See you in just a bit. Okay, so I'm going to leave this as instructive because we've made a little more progress getting 2 of these. Oops, hello, there we go. Getting 2 of these collected. Actually, it's going to be 3 at least. I'm going to make this stripe and drop this down. And one of the ways I did that is trying to figure out what would happen if I brought an ingredient or 2, or as many as I could, into this central area and then took out the color, the cake bomb, so that it would expose the area. And it almost worked. If I had been able to get a couple of ingredients over there, that would have been good. So that's going to be my new strategy. Very difficult to do in only 10 moves. So it's given us a bit of progress towards the goal. Another way to try to approach this if the board allows us to do that. All right, I'll be back again when there's something else important to say. Okay, so this looks like the one where we are going to get it done. All I need to do is hit this twice and I've got it set up. So there is hope on this board, but I would classify it as more than just a hard level. I would probably go so far as to say it's a nightmarishly hard level because it took me just over 50 tries to get this done. So I can see why it's so frustrating. Just keep working all of those angles, try to make those big combos and explosions as best you can. I did have some success by bringing things toward the center when the board allowed me to, and by bringing things all the way down. You just have to play the board that's given you. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.